Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome to another grandiose day of StarCraft 2. Looks like, alright, my lighting setup once again is a little bit different here. So the green screen, it's not doing perfectly well, alright? It's not doing perfectly well. That's interesting. That is interesting. Anyway, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be watching some amazing games between Cure and Zest, hopefully. So yeah, we're hoping that will be pretty darn epic, of course. Let me turn off my phone. Let me put that on silent mode right here. Have it be quiet, of course. Alright, we are starting already as well. That is nice. Oh, this is awkward. Boy. It's like so much. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're a bit better now. I think we're gonna roll with this. Alright, we're gonna roll with this. I think we're just not gonna have to roll with this, alright? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Anyway, the game is starting. Oh boy, it's coming back again. Alright, well, the problems of a green screen. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, I am right. Okay. Anyway, game number 1 of this best of 9. Oh wait, oh boy. I still have this logo here. That is not supposed to be there. Sorry guys, I didn't have much time to prep today. I was trying to wake up. I still have half my breakfast in front of me as well. In the top left side we have ourselves a blue Terran player, and being a little bit cheeky here, it looks like. Already 2 SCVs out and about. Anyway, he is Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Cure. Bottom right side, his opponent for today. It's not been looking all too incredible recently. Well, at least not as incredible as we're used to seeing him. He's the pink Protoss fighting for Razor Edge Gaming. He is Zest. Let's wait and see if he will be able to kind of remedy that situation. The image that is kind of losing in a little bit. Yesterday I came up with an idea where that Zest is really a player that likes to continuously have the same build, right? Continuously be performing with the same build. And I feel like, you know what, that is mostly, like you guys probably already know, the Blink play against Terrans, and then the Adept Glaive opening versus Zerg, right? That is really his main style. Now, whenever he does this, well, for a moment when he was doing this, people were really all over it. It was working out great. He was getting free wins left, right, and center. Nobody could really touch him too much. And now, it's like most of the people started copying him, started doing the same thing, and it feels a little bit like everyone is just kind of on the same boat, you know. Well, practice so much against his builds that it no longer really has an effect. So, anyway, this is the first moment of aggression here. The first Zealot. It's gonna have to try and avoid any bunkers coming up. But with already 3 Marinas here, that is rather rough. Also, more SCVs are coming down the line here. Really going all in with this one. Another pylon. You know, destroying that pylon right there. I'm not quite sure what that was the reason for. I don't think that was completely necessary. It is supply blocking Zest, but he was already making a Stalker here. I guess the second Stalker is going to be a little bit delayed. Or the third Stalker, I should say. Okay, probes are being pulled as well. This is getting rather crazy. Okay, the second Stalker is there now as well. Not quite in time to really do things, but you know what? I think Zest is doing it, guys. I don't think this is looking all too swell here for Cure. Trying his best to get the free win here, but you know, it's just not working out as well as he wanted it to. That go down the last 2 Marines. 3 more waiting just about here. And yeah, that's a GG. First game goes to Zest. Alright, so already point on the board for Zest. Now, I don't think we should look into that one too much, honestly. That was that was a weird one. Alright. Man. Green screen. Sorry, every time I see it now, I'm gonna have to be like, well, you know what, let me just fix it real quick. Question marks? Question marks? I know, it's a weird one. It is a weird one. Let me lower this maybe. Get this up again. Nope. Nope. Alright, green screens, man. It's gonna be the most of my streams from now on, I think. So as soon as the lighting changes, right? So yesterday it was looking good because I changed the lighting setup. Well, the lighting setup changes automatically because of what's happening there. Must be my shadow. Let me try something with my light here. Right, it's still here as well. Alright, let me try to fix this. How about this? Is this better already? Alright. We'll deal with this. We'll deal with this. Alright, we're gonna continue onwards here. In the bottom left side, we have ourselves a blue Terran player. He's fighting for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Yeah, this time around not sending everything across the map, so that's nice. He is Cure. Top right side, we have ourselves the pink Protoss. It's not the ever so famed pink Polish Protoss, no sir. Not this time around, no, it's the Korean. The pink Korean, he is Razor Edge Gaming's Zest. One we've all been waiting for to showcase that he still has it. I need to change this score, there we go. Whew, alright. Sending out that probe. Wants to make sure that he's not getting cheesed again. Right? That probe definitely saved him the previous time. Just in the nick of time, giving him a bit of a heads up as to what was to come. Alright. Sorry. That was a bit too much of a big bite there for my sandwich. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's sometimes a little bit more difficult, the early morning casts, where I wake up early, but then I just don't have that much time to prep. Alright. Anyway, both players doing pretty much normal stuff this time around. Both going for those expos, the Reaper expand from Cure and Zest. What are you up to, buddy? What is Zest doing? You know what, I'm just happy that it's not going to be a 5-0 here, of course. That was a little bit of a worry for me. Zest, as I said before in the first game, not really on the hottest winning streak he's ever been on right now. He's still putting up some okay games, you know. He's still, you know, it's still Zest, you know, but he's just not really, he's not really feeling it recently. I suppose, you know, most of it is against like Cure and Innovation and high-level Zergs as well, but it's a bit of a shame. Oh, gets the Reaper though. That's nice. Doesn't lose a single worker. Very proper, and is gonna ramp up the aggression himself a little bit here with a Stargate on that right side. Let's see how that will work out for him. Should do alright here, actually, as we do have a Hellion opening from Cure. He's gonna, you know, he's not gonna have nearly any Marines here to defend against this. Okay, he is making that second one, but adding on Attack Lab first and foremost. Yeah, I'm feeling this for Zest here. Should be a pretty solid opening. I guess Kyo is kind of lucky that I didn't go for the starports as well at the same time. Of course, with making a medevac, another thing that is not that great against an Oracle. Instead, does have that second barracks, but I mean, how much will it help him? Maybe a Viking, or potentially making a Viking would have been a bit more useful in this situation. But we'll have to wait and see. The 4 aliens now coming across the map. There is a reasonable amount of force here to try and remedy all the pain and anguish that will be caused here. Oh, Oracle, there we go. First kill. Yeah, come on. Oh, very indecisive there. Jeez Louise. Definitely messing up his micro there a little bit. Very un-Zest-like. Well, gets a good amount of damage though. The Hellions at the same time. Doing a whole boatload more. And as I was worried for Kyo, because he did have those Hellions, you know what, it turns out that I should have been worried for Zest because of the Hellions. Losing 11 probers there. Oof. Now, he still has the Oracle over here. He is not making a second Oracle though. What he's doing instead is going for a Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine, a pretty cool follow-up here. Oh, my dear lord. Choppy game. Alright, seems like we're okay. Oh my dear lord, it's getting worse. What's happening? Mage! Oh, thank God it's not me. Oh, sorry, Mage.
Game paused.
It's gonna be a quick bite again for my sandwich. I should really thank Mage for the opportunity here. Of eating. We should disqualify Mage, guys. Disqualified. Lovely. So. How are you guys doing? How's the world treating us today? Going alright? Yeah, looks like we are prepping though, actually. So we need to hurry up with the overall conversation pieces if we were planning on doing some conversation here. We'll have to do it now. I see some Korean. I'm trying to get better at Korean. 안녕하세요. 고생해요. Bongo wa? No wait. I forgot the rest. I remember 안녕하세요 though. And to say that I'm Kozan is Kozan-ayo, right? I think I'm right. Is it Oyo on the end of Panga Oyo? Something like that? Uh-oh. I think I'm breaking all the rules here though for online broadcasting. Never talk in an English or in a language that you're not really familiar with. I know Artie and Tasteless always refuse to speak Korean on stream. Because they do get made fun of. Alright, here comes the Dark Templar. Let's wait and see what they will be able to achieve. I don't think that much. There's already missile turrets available for Cure right here. Now, he doesn't have that much at home, so maybe it will be difficult for him to get a third base going if he ever wants to. I'm not sure if he wants to. Well, he's getting a third barracks right now. That's still kind of normal. The scouting stargates right here. Being able to see what is coming up. It's going to have Zest already wary of what is coming his way, of course. In comes this first initial attack, and oh, I like this. Being incredibly patient with this Dark Templar here. Might be able to just surprise Cure and get the kill on that command center if he's quick enough. Let's see if he will be able to do just that. We'll lose the Stargate here. And a full-on Widowmine drop right now. Going this way. I think he's still waiting for this army to kind of get away from this location. Scouting around now with those Dark Templar. No, actually he's spreading them out a little bit here. Okay. I don't think he knows about the, okay, he knows about, yeah. The missile turrets. Oh my dear God, Cure, what are you doing? Okay, well, for a moment there, I thought that was gonna be 400 minerals down the drain, but that got pretty close. That got incredibly close. And here is the Widowmine drop now as well. Nice spreading out. That could have been a lot worse there. Quick reaction from Zest. Let's see if he will take some more damage right over here. Oh my dear Lord, that could be big. And it definitely is. Quite a load of damage there. Another one over here. Oh my dear Lord, another 4 go down on this location here. That's 13 workers down for the price of 4 Widow Mines. And he saves the medevac as well. So, that is definitely worth it now. 55 versus 52 workers right here. Even when he doesn't have that third base established quite yet. Right? I suppose that is the one saving grace here for Zest, that he did manage to delay that by quite a bit. Still having more Dark Templar here as well, making it really difficult for Cure to get that expansion going. So he's just making it in his own base right now. Just for safekeeping. For safe passage through the Dark Templar realms. But of course this is pretty much the main thing right here. I'm not quite sure if Zest has enough forces here. A lot of his Stalkers are still in the main base, but okay, well, they're coming in right now. Stalker's not that fantastic though against this amount of bio forces. All supported with this amount of medevacs as well at the same time. Stalkers are gonna fall here, and it looks like that might be it here for Zest, unfortunately. There it is. Alright, GG is called. Zest not having the greatest of times there. Unlucky. I'm very bright right now, ain't I? Let me lower this a little. Oh god, not that bright. Here we go, we're getting there. Man, streaming setups sometimes the production value is going to be a little bit less for me from my little home setup here. Anyway, guys, remember that we do have ourselves a Metrorino page. If you haven't already, would be greatly appreciated if you head on over to the link over there, right above the chat. Right, that's a URL. If you go to the URL, you will be able to see this web page right over here. Let me show you guys. So this is what you want to do. You just got to sign in here. You don't need to make an account. Nothing of the sorts. You press Twitch. And I'm going to double check that I don't need to join a lobby here, actually. Everdream. Alright, I do need to join a lobby. Okay. Alright, continuing onwards with the this over here. Alright, so once you're logged in, very easy. All you got to do is contribute. Grab that code, APS186 Elite. And just like that, that's $1 extra added into the prize pool. Just like that. For these two players. They will get this money. And all we need to do is just fill in a silly little code. And that will add another $1. If we all do it, it's going to add quite a bit here. And make these players happy. And that's what we want in the end, isn't it? Also, there's a replay pack, of course, available. $3 right there if you are interested in having the entire series while also supporting the event overall, of course. Alright, awesome. Let's see. Oh, I'm the host. Interesting. I'm down to be a host. Cure's ready. Zest. Let's wait for the go sign for of Zest, and then we'll get things started. Got a message. I got a message. Oh, that's this. That's the deal about this. Zest is not responding. It's perfect time for a little bite of my sandwich. It's got little bits of tomato. With some cheese, pepper, salt. A little bit of meat in there as well. Oh, he's ready. There we go. He's good to go. Let's not let them wait any longer then, shall we? Me and my sandwich. Jeez, man. Someone got kicked. Probably was a naughty little boy. What'd he say? I probably can't read what he said now anymore, can I? Well, I think so. Anyway. Alright, continuing onwards with the onslaught of overall TVP-ness. Alright, I just said a bad word. I just realized. You can't say that, Kozan. TVP-esque-ness. There we go, it's better. Alright. In the top right side, we have ourselves a pink Protoss from the Raise Your Edge gaming community and clan and overall goodness. Anyway, he is Zest. It's been a while since I truly had the feeling of calling him the best, but no, this is another one of those moments in time where he does have the opportunity to reclaim that title. Still, a lot of people believe in him. Anyway, his opponent, though, is a absolute monstrosity when it comes to online cops in particular. Best of 9 here. It's going to be the blue Terran player right now in the bottom left side. Dragon Phoenix Gaming. He is Cure. Okay, once again, just scouting ahead a little bit, of course, doesn't want to get blindsided once more. It's pretty cool for Cure to do that, of course, at the start of the series. Definitely kind of sets the pace overall for Zest to continuously be aware of something like that being a possibility, and then maybe at some point in the best of 9, a player might be like, you know what, it's probably not going to happen again, is it? He's done it, like, he hasn't done it in so many times now. And maybe that's when Cure finds an opportunity for the game afterwards to be like, you know what, let me just do it one more time here and see what I can get done. Oh, by the way, guys, before I forget, there is an amazing opportunity for us all afterwards, after the Best of 9, this Best of 9 series. We'll have a winner's interview. We'll be able to talk to either Zest or Cure and ask him all sorts of lovely questions. And yeah, if you want to have your questions kind of being asked at that moment in time, definitely make sure to have them prepped, have them ready, and just put them in the chat as we are kind of doing the interview, or starting the interview, right? And now we'll try and pick out the best ones and the things that interested me as well, and then we'll get that sorted. Alright. Alright, once again, we're having the Hellion opening here from Cure. It's a little bit different, of course. There is the Starport this time around. And he's not playing against the Stargate that is being proxied either. So it's a little bit of a safer opening. And you know what, Zest? It looks like he is mixing it up a lot more recently, isn't he? We saw the Stargate opening, and now we're seeing a robotics facility opening. That's a building that we don't see enough anymore in the PvT matchup, I'd say. So really cool to see him kind of making this kind of a change in his play overall. I think he's kind of figured out that, you know what I'm doing and is not working out the greatest anymore. It's been figured out. People have found the weaknesses and they are abusing it. Even though my execution of it is absolutely stellar and a lot of it does come down to micro. It's just incredibly difficult to be able to beat opponents when they know what you're gonna be bringing to the table. So yeah, having these robotics facility openings, very cool to see. Will allow him to have the observer as well. Perhaps going for this is also a little bit of a helping out with the change of the Widowmine, of course. Will allow him to be able to get that observer relatively quickly in case there is an armory added into the mix as well. It's already 6 probes though going down here. It's a little bit rough, and the medevac with the Hellion still hanging around as well. I think he should get killed. Yeah, there we go. But 7 probes do fall on the mighty flames of the Hellion right there. Looks like Zest will not allow these Mariners to just dash off into the distance either, though. Will be able to pick those off. Very well done there. Kyo realizing, kind of letting that happen. A Banshee follow-up with the cloak as well, now being constructed. And, you know, that's another good reason to have those observers already out and about on the field. We'll be able to send one across because he has a secondary one. And there is a quick robotics bay. Now, I'm assuming that's going to be for Colossus here, which have been pretty darn strong against these early on 2-base timing attacks, right? Which we are seeing so incredibly often from these Korean Terran players. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be out in time this time around, as it's already coming across there. It looks like it's very early on, only the 2 siege tanks and a real small amount of Marines here. I guess that's also because he already lost 5 of them earlier on. That could bite him in the butt later on, of course. We'll have to wait and see. Now, this type of defense, of course, still a little bit more difficult. I'm pretty sure Zest saw this coming, right? Because he's not responding to it whatsoever. Right, well, now he knows. Was pretty positive the observer saw this moving out and about, but oh my dear lord, those setting shots, needs to be careful of those. Low Louisiana. Okay, well, there we go. We'll use the, oh god, 2 of the stocks immediately blow up there. With 2 Banshees now as well added into the mix. The Colossus not quite out just yet, and it really does seem like this is meant to hit before that is coming out and about if you are doing a 3rd Nexus here. Of course, there's no extended thermal alongside it, so this Colossus will be stacked up on top of those stocks continuously. And GG is called. Yeah, with those bunkers up there, there's no way you're breaking that anymore. The wall of Zest really kind of working against him there, right? Because he was stuck in his own place, in his own base there. And yeah, too slow with the Colossus really to help himself out there, unfortunately. Golden Wall will be the next map. Or Golden Wall, I suppose, right? People always call it Golden Wall. They don't call it golden when it's pillars of gold. I'm so glad it's not called golden pillars. That would have been that would have been rough. Aren't we waiting for someone else as well still? Let me see. Alpha X Pro Series, Mage. There's Zest. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Alright. They're both saying GG, go, go. Am I forgetting anyone? I don't think so. We should be good. 3, 2, 1. Alright. Another game. Already a 2-to-1 series here in favor for Cure, and it really does seem once again that the early on pressure from these Terran players still very, very dominant. Dominant. Oh, jeez, Louise. The early morning strikes again. Anyway, I should move past it. All right, let me try. Wow, I'm a train wreck today, ain't I? I'm nervous. In the bottom right side, we have ourselves a blue Terran player fighting for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. He is none other than Cure. Bottom left side, we have the red Protoss turned red this time around. That is interesting to see. Anyway, he is Zest. In a way, I'm secretly hoping that Zest wins this so we can ask him about, you know, what the overall state of affairs that he is in now at the moment in time. I'm pretty sure that he realizes it too, right? I'm not... At least in our events, it's just not that all stellar anymore. It just seems like something's missing. Something's not quite there. Does he think it's balanced? Does he think it's just him not being prepared enough? What is that about? I suppose we could ask Kyo the same question, but it is an interesting one for sure. But yeah, definitely needed that Colossus out a little bit earlier. I think if he went for the Colossus before the third base, he would have been in such a better position, or at least have that started, right? Maybe even the extended thermal lance as well. Just get that as quickly as possible, and then just be so much, well, in such a better state against any two-base timing attack that could hit you at that moment in time. Definitely really wasn't happening there for Zest, unfortunately. And Kyo once again with a incredibly early timing with the siege tanks and the marines. Pulling some boys to build some bunkers as well. And that's pretty much all that Zest could do at that moment in time. Just shoot the bunkers. But it does look like he's trying new things here, right? So that is really cool to see. He's not just doing the same old blink opening continuously. Which still is the thing he found the most success with. So that is kind of the... It feels bad that it's been overused so much that people have grown so accustomed to it. Have gotten so good at just countering it. Reaper trying to look around, checking for any type of a proxy. There is still a probe here. Of course, might want to go in for a later scout as well. Doesn't look like he's planning to proxy. Oh, wait, well, never mind. Might be proxying something here. That could be cool too. You know what? I do think that some early on stuff can, of course, still work out pretty reasonably well. Just getting yourself a couple more gateways, getting an alright amount of stalkers. And make something happen that way. But Kyo is going for the safety bunker. He's even keeping his Reaper at home here. He's playing it incredibly safe. Not taking any risks right now. Alright, Dark Shrine and another gateway coming down here. Zest. He loves that Dark Shrine. He loves the Dark Templar. Let's see if he will be able to get something going with that. 3 gate. Is that a 3 gate in total? I see 2 gateways to warp gates and 1 already established. So yeah, 3 gates and a robotics facility behind this as well. Would be, you know, it could be pretty cool of him to initially start with the DTs from the front, and then I don't know how that timing would work out, but if he could get a War Prism around this area around the same time, that would be pretty darn amazing. And oh, this Reaper is going to scout this though. It's going to take him another second here, but he will definitely scout it, and that's going to give away, of course, the Dark Shrine. It's already here though, of course. So let's see, 42. He's going to have at least 1 scanner available. So we're going to have to see these DTs split up here, or else it's just not going to work out. Ooh, I like this as well. Trying to split everything up here with the, first and foremost, but also the wall here from Kyo. Really cool to see. Very smart as well. Just throws down 3 engineering base, and now, you know what, that's going to be the end of it pretty much already. Up until the moment in time where we have the Warp Prism available. Really cool stuff there from Kyo. Not something you see every day. And also feeling comfortable enough now to go for the drop. So once again, Zest's early game aggression kind of falling flat here without being able to achieve too much. 1 missile turret coming up right now in the wall area. There is a Raven on the way as well, but that Warp Prism, of course, can allow for these DTs to get into the main base relatively easily. And only now we're seeing that missile turret coming up. Cancel 2 of the other engineering base. In comes the drop. That is, yep, that is not going to be scouted there. Alright, DT's now in the base. Let's see who will be able to do the most damage here. Steam is already available as well, of course, for these boys, but Alright, does get dealt with relatively nicely. 9 SCVs do get killed here, so Zest finally finds some real damage. Finally puts a real bit of hurt on his opponents. Oh no, doesn't. Okay, almost loses the War Prism. Transforms the DTs into an Archon, but will not save them this time around. And with that, I think, you know what, Zest is, Zest is going to be attacked here. Cure feeling comfortable with the amount of forces that he has. He realizes Zest put a lot of money as well into those Dark Templars, of course, 400 gas in total. It's not going to be a whole lot of AoE damage, but there's already a Colossus out. Zest, remember, he made that warp prism from the robotics facilities very early on, and now we can see how that helps him out with the transition here as well. But will it be enough? I mean, the Ravens here, of course, one interference matrix could just pretty much shut down this entire army here. Oh boy, yeah, there it is. Okay, I think, you know what, that is, again, once more, a little bit too much to handle. Oh no, those probes over here and that little choke, the Italian's doing a boatload of damage that way. And that is just so much damage once again being taken by Zest here, and depowering the robotics facility as well. Once again, Cure just kind of moves across the map here and stampedes over Zest. It's nasty. That is nasty. That is no good. Yeah, that puts Zest in a 3-1 deficit here. That makes me wonder, at least, what in the world is Zest going to be doing here, right? He's been trying to do a bit more proactive strategies. He's been trying to be a bit more greedy with stuff, but none of it really working out the way that he would like it to. So yeah. Oh, it's interesting. All right. Cure, I mean, it just seems like Cure's having an easy time here. Right? He's just sitting at home being like, alright, easy money. No problem. Alright, they're saying go. Let's give it to them, alright? Also, let me do a quick shout out here to one of our sponsors. It is going to be Lenovo. Hold up, I have it right here. That's not the one, that's not the one. I don't think oh wait, there we go. Yeah, there it is. Okay, Lenovo, this year they are committed to supporting online gaming communities and events. Their partnerships with brands like TSM, Apex Legends and NRG are just the start of this commitment. The new Lenovo Legion gaming community is your place to go for exclusive streams, weekly giveaways, staff access and more. Right now Lenovo is doing a weekly giveaway of their Legion gaming accessories. So you can enter this weekly for a chance of one of the prize bundles, including a K200 Legion keyboard, M500 gaming mouse, H300 stereo gaming headset. And you can support us by going over to the event page on the Matcherino and check out the Lenovo sponsor quest. So keep heading back to gaming.lenovo.com for more chances to win. That is gaming.lenovo.com. Alright. Time for the game. Time for the game. There is once again a couple of barracks coming up here. Let me set up the scores once more. It's the aggression coming out of Cure. This is the biggest map, so probably the map where you would least expect it. And sadly enough, this is probably the type of game that Zest has the biggest chance of winning as far as it looks for Zest here. He is scouting again, so he's not taking that risk. That is very good for him. Will be able to set up shop in his own main base with a good defense, hopefully. Should be able to. I'm hoping that full Zest will have a repeat of the game number 1 here. Cure getting a little bit greedy perhaps with just wanting to finish this off as quickly as possible. Meaning like, you know what, I'm winning every push off of the 2 base, but I might as well win a game off of 1 base as well, right? I mean, why let this game last longer than it has to? Why? There's no reason to. 2 more SCVs on the way as well. These 2 SCVs over here. 3 SCVs. Excuse my language. Immediately goes for the bunker, and that's a big difference now from what we saw the game number 1, of course. Another bunker is going to come down. That is a nice caterpillar maneuver from the bunkers right here. Slowly encroaching upon the Nexus. And we'll put the pressure onto Zest here. He still has all his pylons alive, of course, though. Oh my god, that one SCV here has to cancel his pylon to save the Stalker. The shield battery almost ready. It is so close. Okay, there it is. Saves the Stalker just in the nick of time. But yeah, that bunker is going to go up here. And that's going to put, like I said, a lot of pressure here on Zest to try and fix this situation as quickly as possible. Especially with still 3 SCVs there as well. I'm going to make this rather difficult. More Stalkers being constructed, but... Right, well, let's see. Let's see if he will still have what it takes. He can attack here a little bit, right? He's full on the shields and the energy. I suppose he just needs more firepower, really, to bust through here. I want to target down the SCVs as well, first and foremost. Okay, there we go. Gets some damage done. There's the first SCV, second SCV now picked off. Targeting the Mariners Tower, still outside. Starting to slowly look a little bit better here for Zest, but he's taking a lot of damage, and the shield batteries are about to run dry here. Okay, shield battery overcharge comes in and saves the day. And alright, I think that should be it here for this aggression once again. I think Zest has done it. He is supply blocked though. That is a bit of a feels bad, but with the 4 Stalkers here now, I think he should be able to hold his ground. Bit of a shame now, he has no shield batteries anymore, so he might actually still lose these Stalkers. Okay, warping in another one right now. Don't lose too many probes. Okay, he's fine. Alright. Clenching my toes here. Hoping things will still go alright for Zest, and you know what, it's just, that's gotta be a nice little thing here. Winning this game is still not gonna go down like this. I mean, that would have been, in my opinion, rather infuriating to also lose it like this. GG is called. Zest takes the game number 5, making the series 2-3. Well done by him. Man, that game was shorter than the sponsor shout out I did. Alright, anyway, Cure. You know what? Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to work, honestly. I'm kind of surprised that he tried to do that a second time, in all honesty. I'm not quite sure if that was the way to go. Right, Pillars will be the next one. What you gonna do? I think Zest, you know what? I almost feel sorry for him, you know? I almost do. In a way. Maybe I do feel a little bit sorry for him. I mean, it's just feeling so rough for him. Where is Zest? Ah, there he is. Alright, he's in here now. It's just a rough time overall. It's a difficult time. Did I just do that? Alright, well, never mind. Nobody saw, right? Just suddenly the earth quaking. Alright, they're both saying go, go. Here we go. Starting off the next game. Remember, guys, there is a Matcherino page. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. It is $1 entire per code that is added. Let me quickly show you guys again here. All you gotta do is right here, this one, contribute. Fill in this code, and that's $1 extra to the prize pool, just like that. Just like that. Alright, enough of that. Enough of that. Alright, I guess we could have had a little bit more of that. In the top right side of the map, we have ourselves a man who definitely knows how to hold the one base aggression. He's very solid on that department, but can he get himself rolling? Just give himself some momentum in the mid-game, or the early mid-game. And he is the one and only Pink Protoss from Razor Edge Gaming. He is Zest. In the bottom left side, Dragon Phoenix Gaming. He is the Blue Terran. He is Cure. Making a barracks right there in his own base. Surprise, surprise. Who could have guessed? Well, I was hoping anyway. Because this is kind of what I want to see, right? I want to see Zest going up against this tube type of base stuff, and I want to see him figure it out. I'm not sure if it will be this best of 9. I'm not sure if it will be the next best of 9, but maybe some best of 9 after that. Or maybe it will be this best of 9, who knows, but ultimately, I think Zest is one of those players that is definitely in a position to figure out what exactly needs to be done against this type of stuff. And these best of 9 series are a good way to kind of test the waters, try some stuff out, right? Such as a proxy Stargate, going for the Robo first, things like this to kind of help out and do some stuff. I think you do kind of have to go for the Robo or the Stargate first now, perhaps, because of the Widowmine change, right? You're just going to be in so much trouble if you let that Widowmine sit there and you don't have any stealth detection if the Terran goes for the Armory now with the change. So maybe that as well, kind of making his favorite opening here, the Blinkstalkers, a little bit worse in that one scenario. Which is weird, because usually it used to be that the Blinkstalkers countered the Widowmine drop, and now it's a little bit of the opposite. A little bit, and at least if there's an armory invested as well. Right, the Dance of Death once again here, the Adept and the Reaper. Nice micro there from Cure, really nice actually. Great, just distance shooting from that Reaper right here. Look at that. Lovely stuff, really going for it. Wants to get this Adept here. The Adept Hunter, alright. Look out, careful, there we go. Gets it going again. Jeez Louise, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is not allowed. This is not allowed, Cure. Trying to juke him in the... Oh my god, the smoke. The smoke worked perfectly. Also Zest just being like, you know what, let me just not lose this Adept right now. Let me try not to lose it. Let's try to be okay with this. Okay, and there we have it. The blink opening once again here from Zest. So going back to his roots, going back to where it all started. And I think he will be okay, right? There is the tech lab here. Oh boy, that could be cloaked Banshees as well, to be fair. But you do get yourself the Robo afterwards as well. Yeah, okay, so that is on the way here. Should be pretty good. Gateway as well. Is it going... It's a Raven immediately going for the Raven here. Very interesting. It's not something you see every day. Not the greatest tool either against the Blink Stalkers, of course. A very low thing. A slow thing. Very low mobility. I mean, you can use it for a little bit of harassment, but against Blink Stalkers, that is just immediately going to get gunned down. It would have done good against Dark Templar as well, of course, or the Colossus opening to be able to interference matrix it, but against what Zest is doing, I'm not quite sure if it's the best tool to have, as it is so easily picked off as well by just a single blink, a little bit forwards, and then shooting it with a clump of Stalkers, and it will go down very easily that way. So we really need to babysit it continuously. It's one of those babysitting units. Alright, Zest moving across with the Hallucinated Phoenix as well. Going to be able to get a good scout going. A single Reaper and a Hellion here. Wants to get the scouting information too. We're seeing +1 and the stim on the way here for Cure. He's also adding in a lot of Marauders, a lot of Marines. And I think we're going to be having a push relatively soon as... Well, when these things are about to finish up, right? Those upgrades. So the Phoenix sees the Marine sees the Raven as well. Kind of has an inclination as to what is happening. Immediately gets himself the speed upgrade, so that's pretty cool to see. Will help out quite a bit against the high Marine count, of course. Also, the Marauder count is not allowed to be just solely on the Stalkers versus somebody that is going double Tech Lab Marauder production. That's just not going to work out into your favor. I'm loving Zest's overall scouting here as well. Like, he was absolutely everywhere with those Stalkers. Looking to find the Reaper, looking to find the Hellion. Just managed to do that, just exact that. Now allow safe passage for this Warp Prism to go undetected for quite a while here. Well, would love to see some more Adepts being warped in right here. Maybe even Zealots, right? Guess he doesn't have the speed just yet. Alright, let's see what he goes for. Zealots or Adepts? I really hope it's Zealots with the speed upgrade finishing up the charge. Stimpack is about to be ready too. There they are, 2 more Zealots, alright. Charge upgrade. Ooh, but at the same time, Cure is moving out here. That is looking rather scary. That is looking, you know what, it's not looking scary, that's looking absolutely horrifying. And he will get Zest a little bit out of position and not near enough to the ramp to really make use of that situation right there. Moving back to his own place, the anti-armor missile is absolutely massive. In comes Cure straight into this base right here. There is the Warp Prism. The Warp Prism got, oh my god, it got annihilated. Oh my dear lord, it is gone. It is dead. 2 Widow Mines there, 17 probes. This is too much damage once again being taken by Zest, and once more the 2-base timing attack here from Cure is just, it's just absolutely devastating. I don't know how he's doing it exactly, but he's doing it. And well, every single time Zest just doesn't have enough forces and gets a bleeding nose from this. Well, GG. There we go. All right. How does Cure make this look so easy? What is that about? Why? How is he making this look so comfortable? We're approaching that type of level where I'm like, you know what, he could just probably do a planetary fortress proxy in the base of Zest and he might be okay. That's what it's looking like right now. Zest, on his last life right now as well, of course, needs to get this victory going for himself. Hoping it will work out. But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. Alright. Let's, let me do a quick shout out though before we get into that. Let me do a shout out for Manscaped. Because that's just a fun thing to shout out, right? Manscaped. You like to scape? Well, try to be a man while doing it. Manscaped equips every man with the essentials to groom, smell like, and be a gentleman. Proper manscaping requires precision-engineered tools to exactly get what Manscaped provides. Whether you're looking for trimmers, deodorants, or body washes, Manscaped has it all so that you're able to keep your health and hygiene in great shape. Check out at www.manscaped.com, where you'll be able to find all their state-of-the-art products for your everyday grooming needs. And make sure to use the code Matcherino at checkout for 20% off. That is 20% off with the Matcherino code, which is just Matcherino at their checkout. So not on Matcherino, but you can find them on Matcherino, so don't get confused by that. But so on Matcherino, you'll find the thing to Manscaped, or you go to www.manscaped.com and use the code Matcherino at checkout for 20% off. Alright, well, I think I hammered that point home pretty darn well. Let's see if these boys are ready. Zest is go-go. Cure is go-go as well. Zest. Zest, please. Please, Zest. Don't go down in flames like this. We need one game that goes further than the 2-based attack. We need you to hold. We need you to hold this 2-base. That's most likely coming your way. I don't know how you're going to do it. I think you're just going to have to get yourself a quicker Colossus timing because, you know, otherwise, I don't know. I don't know. This is a rough one. This is just one hell of a tough situation. He's on his last life over here. It's the pink Brodos fighting for survival and another chance at redemption. He is the one and only Razor Edge Gaming. He is Zest. Bottom right side, there is a red Terran player fighting for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. He is Cure. The online beast. The online monstrosity. Relentless in his continuous assault upon the Protoss race. Stepping in the footsteps of innovation. Going for those two-base timing attacks continuously. Making everyone feel horrible. Seeing Zest go down like this. I mean, a lot of people are Zest fans, right? Even non-Protoss players are Zest fans. And man, me too, right? I'm a big Zest fan. He's amazing. He's a really cool personality overall in the StarCraft 2 scene. And it is just a bummer seeing that, you know, it's just not going well. I have this theory as well, where perhaps Zest, you know what, whenever we see him at Home Story Cup, he does really well, but also he tends to have difficulty with the heat, right? He tends to have difficulty with the heat. He usually, you know, he gets a little bit sweaty. You know, he struggles with the warmth. Me too, honestly. I'm not gonna lie about it, right? I also struggle with warmth. I will immediately just transform myself into a swimming pool the moment that it gets above 20 degrees in Celsius. Maybe he's a little bit less than that, of course, but I mean, it's the summer period, right? So maybe it's just him not being that good in the summer, and then once we go back to autumn, go back to the winter, maybe he's gonna get better again, right? I have good hope for that. He just needs to hold on until that time, and then he will have one massive redemption arc right then and there. And until then, I'll be here. I'll be cheering him on, hoping that he will get himself back to his former glory. It's not a great start to getting himself back to his former glory here. Losing the first probe to a Reaper. Might lose another one. Okay, well. Oh, careful. Zest. Okay, whew, saves that one. That would have been horrendous. Losing 2 probes right off the bat. Just like that. We're having a concussive shell here being created. You're going for a 2-Rex opening. Gonna be interested in seeing what he does with this. I mean, we do have the Twilight Council opening once again, so it is the Blink once more. There it is. Blink now on the way. And that's not gonna do that great against Marauders, of course. Although it does allow you to escape from the concussive shell, but you still are gonna take one hell of a beating from those, well, overall projectiles being shot by the Marauders, of course. Alright, well, here we are. The Marauders. The Reaper, they're coming in right now. What does Zest really have? He has one single Adept, and that's about it. He has one Stalker right up top there, but... He's gonna need to send the probes. It's the only way. The only way he can get this done. Oh, gets this around! No, wait. Oh, they escaped just barely through the one probe at the top there. That could have been big, having that surround. Alright, trying again here, losing quite a bunch of these probes right now, just off the cost of 2 Marauders here. Really not something that is supposed to happen, I'd say. 5 probes go down. Zest kind of survives, but I mean, I think that was a pretty solid attack there. Also, of course, denying quite a bit of mining here for Zest as well, with those probes having to be pulled off the mineral line. 2 sentries, 2 stalkers, alright, 3 stalkers, there we go. Should be a little bit more prepared if something else is going his way now, but it's not coming his way. Cure just kind of setting up shop again at home, prepping for the next attack wave here. He's making a good amount of bio, he's making the medevacs again as well. That's the 3rd barracks. I'm really liking Cure his builds though. It is looking pretty sharp. Especially like this 3rd barracks timing here. It does seem to be a little bit different than what I'm used to be seeing from some other Terrans, right? Where they go for the 2 tech labs on the well, in the starport and the factory to get themselves maybe a Raven, maybe Banshee play and some Cyclone or something like that. Really not seeing that from Cure whatsoever here. If you're interested in getting the build orders from Cure, of course, you can set up, well, you can get yourself sorted with the replay pack on the Match Arena page. What is happening here, guys? There is a full-on onslaught of units right now. Zest is trying to return the favor here. He's coming in hot with a bunch of Blink Stalkers. He's doing alright, but kind of whiffing on the Force Fields there for a moment. It's going to lose the War Prism before the Stalkers come in, and GG is called. Zest falls down once again here. This time on his own accord. Did have the initiative in his own hands and did decide for himself when the game was coming to an end. Albeit not in his favor, unfortunately. Alright, anyway, guys, that is the games. Now we're gonna go on towards a interview with Cure, with the ever so talented Hajin-san, who will be translating for us, because all I can say is Anyang Haseo, and even that I'm mispronouncing probably. Alright. Alright, let's wait for that to be set up, guys. If you do have questions for Cure, make sure to pop them in the chat right now. I'm gonna be looking out if you guys have anything to ask. Because I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what to ask at this moment in time. Alright, there's the channel. Let me start the voice call. There we go. Let's get everything in here. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Hi.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. I've been practicing a little bit. I've been trying. All right. Anyway, congratulations, GG's Cure. Well played. And
축하드립니다.
that was a short series, honestly. I'm a bit worried for Zest myself. I'm kind of interested in hearing what if Cure has any insight, as it kind of feels like Zest is a little bit lackluster recently. Does he have any idea as to why that is?
제가 사실 약간 주성욱 선수가 약간 걱정이 돼요. 최근에 좀 부진하는 모습을 보여줬는데 혹시 김도욱 선수는 좀 약간 왜 그런지 아시나요?
제가 봤을 때 온라인 대회에서 성욱이 형이 좀 많이 숨기고 있는 것 같아요. 빌드를 보시면은 원래 성욱이 형 스타일이 기본기 위주 스타일이긴 하지만은 상대 입장에서 저는 좀 여러 가지 하거든요. 그래서 좀 성욱이 형이 약해 보일 수도 있는데 막상 대회 때 빌드 꺼내면은 잘할 것 같아요.
So for online tournaments, Zest tends to hide his builds, and even if it's true that his own style is based on your basic skills, on online he really hides his builds. So he might look weak, but I'm sure that in offline tournaments, when he will play his real builds, that he can show some strong performance.
All right, that's good to hear. Right, so let's see. Zest loves his DT builds in PvTs recently, particularly. Do you think that they are good in the current meta, or were you just prepared for it today?
오늘 이제 경기한 걸 봤을 때는 주성욱 선수가 특히 테란전 할 때 암흑기사를 많이 쓰는 것 같아요. 그게 지금 메타에 좋은 건가요? 그리고 오늘 약간 또 그런 빌드에 잘 맞서준 모습을 보여주셨는데 준비를 잘 하신 건가요?
일단 그 전진 암흑기사는 확실히 예전부터 좋은 빌드였고 성욱이 형이 딱 좋은 빌드만 2개만 딱 썼던 것 같아요. 다크 빌드랑 투게이트 트리플 빌드. 그래서 제가 많이 좀 당해본 빌드라서 맞춰 나갈 수 있던 것 같아요.
Yeah, so it's been a while that this build, like with the Dark Templars, the proxy Dark Templars are pretty good. And actually today Zest showed 2 builds in particular. So this proxy Dark Templars and the second one was the 2-gate triple build.
Yeah.
And I've faced these builds. I've played against this a few times, so I was ready for it.
That makes sense, yeah. Right, so is just TVP is looking absolutely phenomenal right now. Would he consider it to be his best matchup, or does he just have Zest figured out, or just something like, you know, just having Zest number?
지금 김동욱 선수 특히 토스전을 정말 잘하시는 것 같은데, 지금 정말 제일 자신 있는 그런 매치업인가요? 안 그러면 그냥 주성욱 선수를 잘 파악해서 이런 좋은 경기력 보여줄 수 있었던 건가요?
그냥 요즘 토스전이 원래는 그냥 평범하게 하면 정말 힘들거든요. 근데 제가 워낙 빌드가 최근에 연습 많이 했어서 빌드가 많아가지고 좀 여러 가지 하는 식으로 하면은 좀 예전보단 좀 이기기가 쉽더라고요. 그래서 요즘도 빡세긴 한데 빌드가 많아서 좀 빌드빨로 이기는 것 같아요.
So in the PvT, if you play like a standard build, it's really hard for the Terran. But recently, I've practiced really hard, and I had many builds prepared, various ones. So that's why I think my PvT got way better than before. But it's still hard. But when you get the build, it's easier.
Okay, so a little bit of a follow-up then, because he mentioned Zest likes to hide his builds. Does he tend not to hide his builds in online cups, or?
주성욱 선수는 약간 온라인 때 빌드를 숨긴다고 하셨는데, 그러면은 김독 선수는 그냥 안 숨기는 스타일이신가요?
저는 좀 여러 가지 위주로 하려고 하고 이미 나온 빌드는 거의 무조건 쓰는 식으로 해요. 아예 진짜 아예 안 나온 빌드는 웬만하면 안 쓰고 이미 나왔던 좋았던 빌드는 많이 써요.
Yeah, I'd rather play a different styles, like a number of builds. And once if it's a build that I showed already once, then I would play it. But if there's a build that I never showed nowhere, then I would also hide it.
Okay. Alright, so he really likes the crisp, sharp and strong timing pushes around the 6-7 minute mark. That just destroys his opponents outright. And is that because he's not feeling confident with the late game PvT, or does he think that Protoss is strong in the late game?
이제 오늘 김도욱 선수가 이제 또 토스전 할 때 약간 6분, 7분 그때 되게 강력한 푸시로 공격을 많이 갔는데, 그게 약간 후반에 자신 없으신 건가요? 아니면 토스가 좀 후반에는 좋아서 그 전에 승부를 봐야 된다, 약간 이런 건가요?
사실 토스전 후반이 더 자신 있거든요, 요즘. 근데 빌드가 제가 워낙 최적화가 잘 돼가 초반부터 최적화가 잘 돼서 이거는 무조건 끝날 것 같다 싶어가지고 계속 공격적으로 좀 했던 것 같아요.
Actually, I'm more confident in the late game when it comes to PvT, but today all of my builds were really optimal. Like the execution was good, so that's why I knew I could end it, and that's why I was more on the attack, aggressive.
All right. That's fair. All right, we'll end it off with one more question. How do you feel about your chances for this GSL season? Do you feel more experienced after the last season's finals? Maybe you were a bit nervous, or is there anyone that is particularly impressing you in the round of 24 so far that you need to look out for?
마지막 질문으로 이번 GSL 이제 경기를 앞두고 계신데, 좀 어디까지 갈 수 있을 것 같아요. 그리고 저번 시즌에는 이제 결승까지 가셔서 또 좋은 경험 하셨는데, 이번에 24강 보면서 약간 견제되는 선수가 있나요?
일단 저번 시즌부터 쉬운 선수는 없다고 생각을 했어서 다 잘한다고 생각하고, 근데 하지만 저번 시즌에 결승을 한번 갔기 때문에 이번에도 결승은 충분히 갈 수 있다고 생각하거든요. 저만 그 저번 시즌처럼 열심히 하면은. 그래서 좀 4강은 가야 좀 뭔가 만족이 될 것 같아요. 저번 시즌 결승 가서.
So I don't think there is a easier player than another, since the previous season they're all good, and since I've been to the finals last season, I think I can do it again if I keep practicing really hard as I'm doing right now. And I think I might be satisfied if I reach the semifinals, as I've been to the final last season.
All right, all right. So big dreams. Okay. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Kyo, for the interview, and Hajin-san as well, of course. Much appreciated. As you've probably already noticed, I'm practicing, so soon I'll be taking over for your translation job. And anyway.
네, 수고하셨습니다.
고맙습니다.
All right.
감사합니다.
Have a good one.
바이바이. Thank you.
All right. I'm horrible. All right. Anyway, that's amazing, guys. Always good to have Hajin-san helping us out with this type of stuff. Adds a lot of overall value to the stream, I'd say. It still gives a lot of validity to a little online thingamajig like this, right? That, you know what, I still feel like a little bit of an imposter sometimes when I'm talking to her, being like, all right, yep, I'm in the scene now. Anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us here today. And that was going to be it for us for now. Tomorrow, of course, on our Twitch channel, we'll be back with a lovely group of the BJ 500 Alpha X tournament. It will be Group C. We'll have, let me see, Solar. We'll have Dream. We'll have Scarlet, and we'll have Time. All those lovely TVCs will be played right then and there. And, you know, hopefully we'll have some amazing games right then and there as well. It will start in, well, if it was tomorrow right now, it would start in 2 hours and 45 minutes. Well, 50 minutes-ish. And, yeah. We hope to see you there. Twitch.tv/AlphaXSC2 is the channel. You can see it right there as well, the Twitter. Anyway, this is my Twitter and my Twitch. Go check me out as well if you feel like it. And, yeah. Also, last shout out to that Matcherino page. If you haven't already, there's a replay pack for sale. And you can add a whole buck to the prize pool just by filling out a little silly code. So, spend that money for someone else and... Alright. Thank you all. Have a good one. Love you. Bye-bye.